Hello, humans. Today's day 45. I am home. Look, it's the old surroundings. A little bit different on my end, but back in my surroundings. It is 6:36 in the morning. I never get up in the morning this early unless there's like something going on. But I'm in like crazy sensory overload right now, so I wanted to share that with you so that you can join me in my serious need for sensory input right now, and I don't know why that's happening. So, last night, I can't remember even what time I vlogged. I think I vlogged right before I was leaving the hospital. I was very apprehensive about, my stairs, because I live on the 3rd floor in an apartment building. There's no elevator. So, I know the hospitals are at capacity. Like, it's not just the one I was at. All the hospitals pretty much everywhere are at capacity right now because with COVID, people are now coming back to have procedures done that they've been putting off during the pandemic. So not that they were rushing me out, it's just that like I was stable enough that I was able to go home. And as apprehensive as I was about not having like round the clock service, I actually am having round the clock service. It's just with my friend Barb and not these like variety of nurses. And again, my lips are not my lips, my mouth is like super dry and I'm still froggy. So I have to keep these short and to the point. But I, came home yesterday, had that leopard pillow that I showed you a while ago around my boobs, and that was fine. Fortunately, Barb has a very smooth driving car, and she's a good driver, so the bumps and stuff, none of that bothered me. I feel like I'm more awake than I have been in days, too. But the mornings have been, well, the 2 mornings have been really tough, and that's why I'm vlogging now. To share my experience with you and the authenticity of me, and, like, I feel dirty. I feel gross. I have, like, adhesive on me from whatever the heck happened when I was knocked out. Like, my stomach is, like, this bluish color, which I assume is some dye they put on for something or other. Or not dye, some solution, whatever. Anyway, so last night, it took me a while, but I made it up the stairs. I had Barb and her husband help me just to be there for support. And the shower chair that my son put together for me, was really helpful because when I got to the landing, at least I could sit there and regain my composure to finish the rest of the stairs. It's nice being back home, not in the hospital, because I have control over the air conditioning and the heat. The woman next to me, oh my God. I tried to be friends with her. I tried to be a neighbor to know. I introduced myself. She didn't respond. I was like, whatever. I tried a couple times. Then when I left, I was like, bye. And she said, bye. I'm like, you were annoying to sleep next to, but whatever. So happy to be home. Back in my comfort, knowing that they're my pillows and what sorts of things I have here. And it's scary to leave the hospital because it's like, you don't have that help. And I'm just like so beyond, I don't even know what the word is. I'm just beyond blessed that Barb is here. And it's just true friendship, man. She emptied out my drains twice yesterday. And that's like shit that like no one should have to see. It's just part of the process I get. Anyway, I'm so dry and sticky. But the biggest thing I wanted to share with you is about the mornings. Mornings have been really hard. I feel like I haven't had anxiety in a really long time, but I wake up feeling anxious, almost like my heart's racing. But I should probably take my blood pressure at some point and stuff. I feel like my heart's racing. It's probably not because it hasn't been. but I feel like my body is like in total sensory overload. Like I can feel every inch of every freaking cell in my body. And I don't know what that's about, but that's how I felt yesterday morning. And that's how I'm feeling now. And today is day 3 of like post-surgery. And they told me that days 2 and 3 would be the worst. And yesterday morning was awful. The breast surgeon came in, and I wanted to be so much nicer to her, but the timing, I just felt like crap. So what I'm feeling is incredibly dry. I just had water, but it's like it's not enough. Maybe I should have Gatorade or something. My arm is strong enough to hold the selfie stick, so that's good. I took Oxy a little while ago when I first got up, because it was like 4 hours, and I'm not, usually the way I function is like, let's see how far you can go before you can't go anymore. But with this, I'm not doing that. Like, I can't chase it. I have to be on top of it. So every 4 hours, I've been taking the Oxy. So I slept in between those 4-hour blocks, which was really good. I have a nice little pillow concoction set up here. I also have like my nice so this is my part of my sensory overload. I have my nice comfy blanket here, like a throw, which is super, super, super soft. I have pillows on either side here. I know it's hard to see. At some point I'll take a better video of this, but I'm sleeping on a husband, the pillow, not the person, with other pillows around to support me. My tongue feels like, it's so white. I think I'm going to ask for a Gatorade when I'm done. And then I have, someone brought me 2 pillows, just regular, like cheap old pillows, whatever, with, like hypoallergenic covers on them. So I have a pillow on either side of me. This fire stick was a great idea, because as I'm in sensory overload, I'm like, I need distraction, but I can't pay attention to a show. So I put on Tiny World. Paul Rudd, it's on Apple TV. Paul Rudd narrates Tiny World, and it's just like these little animals hopping around, and the video footage is pretty cool. So that's like visually stimulating me. Like, I've worked with so many kids over my years of teaching and stuff that have sensory issues, and it's just weird to have them yourself. Or like visually, like, I'm happy to be in my own space, so that helps. And looking at nature is just relaxing. Yeah, I have my Text the Taco, but I don't want soft right now. The sensory overload I'm feeling right now is like, I want to take sandpaper and just like scrape it over my entire body. That's how I feel right now. So I found, well, 2 things. I found these things, which are for your feet, actually. I got these at Canyon Ranch when I went there like 5 or 6 years ago. And you can see there's like an indent in them. They're for your feet. And I have plantar fasciitis in one foot from all my entertaining injuries I've had to my right foot, some of which I've shared with you. So that helps with the plantar fasciitis. But because it's hard, this is why this has been helpful. Like, I've just been like taking my hand and just like rubbing as hard as I can on the heart. It's like, it's pretty hard plastic. I've been rubbing as hard as I can on this. It's just weird to be in sensory overload, like as an adult. And then I remembered that I packed up my personal stuff from work that was in my desk at work. And like years ago, fidget cubes were like the hot thing. And I remember that I have one, and some of the sides, like this swirly thing, is not working for me. It's not what I want. Like the switch, as annoying as that sound is, like, is helpful. The biggest thing that's helpful right now is these 3 little knobs here, because they're kind of spiky, and my body is just like wanting, I don't want to say pain. It's not pain. It's like harsh stimulation that way, like sandpaper and rough. And whatever. And so that I just keep doing this all the time and switching hands. And that's been helping. I don't know what the sensory overload is about. And even holding the selfie stick. Oh, I'm so dry. Even holding the selfie stick is pressure on my arm, which is good because the pressure helps with the sensory stuff. But I took the Oxy every 4 hours. But then I got a headache with the most recent one. So I took Tylenol. I know it's day 3. I'm not trying to be superwoman. So I just need to be on top of when I'm supposed to take these meds and stuff. The drains just feel weird. Like a friend asked about stopping by today. And as much as I'd love to see her, I'm having a tough time with the drains. Like, not physically, like what they look like. And all my like fashion show clothes and stuff. Which I guess in hindsight, I shouldn't have gone nuts with the clothes. I mean, I'll wear them anyway. It's just like, remember when I wore this for my little fashion show, and there's my cute little pink bra that I'll be wearing for the next 3 months. I like that it's pink, actually, because it looks like almost like a shirt, like a tank top kind of thing. But these pajamas were sent to me by my friend from Target, and they're way oversized, but they work out really well with the drains. But they don't cover them. And yesterday, Caleb came by, which was so nice to see him, so sweet. He's at his dad's this weekend, but he came by, I think after the gym or something, because he wanted to give me a hug. And I'm like, you can give me a hug, but I'm not moving. I was in the same position. I'm like, I'm not moving. But I didn't get up. Like when I stand up and you see the drains hanging. So the way the bra works, I'm not going to show this. I'm not going to show the bra on, I don't think, at least, on the vlog. Sorry. I'm too mortified by them right now. I don't even want to look at them. It looks like a pink sports bra, basically. Velcro's on the front. Velcro's on the shoulders, too, and on the sides. The Velcro on my left side is super, super itchy. It's just hitting weird someplace on the left side that I just want to, like, scratch it raw. And I have to ask the nurses when they come to take a look at it as to why it feels like that. It's like when you have a tag on a shirt and it rubs up against you, but it's like that, like, all the time. That's what it feels like on my left side. My tongue is so dry. What else? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be concise here. Yeah, like just to stand up with the drains in front of someone. Like when I left the hospital, they wheeled me out so no one saw me. And then I have that gray hoodie that I have, the sleeveless hoodie, was good because it's big enough, it's long enough that it covers the drains. And I remember returning some tops that were, I thought, too long. But now I get with the drains, if they're long, they cover the drains. And then even if I were to put on like a black, like that stretchy pajama skirt thing that I have, the drains make me look like I'm a trapezoid on the top or something. I don't know. I can't look in the mirror yet. I mean, I do when I'm in my bathroom, but that's a vanity mirror, so it's different. My full-length mirror, I literally went like this and just walked right by it. But I'm like crazy thirsty, and my tongue is like stuck to the roof of my mouth. But overall, feeling better. It's just the mornings are, I don't know what the sensory overload crap is about. And I'm glad to have like a heavy tripod in my hand and these fidget things. It's just like, I wish I had like 12 of these knobs. And it's funny because out of this fidget stick, out of all the different, or cube, whatever, all the different sides, I usually do like the soft side here, or like this little thing, which is like a joystick kind of thing. But like this twirly one here that goes in circles, that's driving me crazy. It's this one, the harsh one, that feels better. All right, that's gonna be it. I need something to drink. I'm gonna ask for a Gatorade. That's it, day 45. Yeah, day 45. Happy to be home. I look very matchy-matchy. We'll check in next time. Yeah, again, my point with all this is like, clearly I'm being ridiculously authentic. This is just like what you get. And I want to share this experience so that way other people that are going through this can understand what it's like and what to expect. Like, to wake up to have sensory overload is just very interesting and not something I would have expected at all. All right, I can't talk. My tongue is like stuck. All right, bye everyone. See you next time.